Hi, I'm Rhonda Crimes. I'm a life and leadership coach supporting everyday people to reflect and rework their everyday stories so they can step into the everyday leadership of their families and communities and create compelling, meaningful and fruitful lives every day. And today I'm in the Changi airport and I'd like to talk about getting back up. I received an email from Jasmine Starr, someone I consider to be hugely successful and an expert in her field. But in her email, she describes her feelings of uncertainty and the overwhelming enormity of fear for just starting. The doubts, the excuses, waiting for the right time, that only made starting even harder. But the idea kept resurfacing and she pushed it aside and then it came back stronger and she said it was this colossal, oh my gosh, I can't do this hurdle that felt impossible to get over. For her, it was launching a podcast and she said she's terrified for people to listen. But she wrote, I'm launching this show with a more watermelon-sized pit of fear in my stomach because I know that everything incredible I've ever experienced has always been on the other side of fear. I've got to tell you, when the notion of becoming a life coach entered my periphery, I had serious doubts. Like, who was I to think I could coach anyone? But I still hit send to sign up and just listen to what they had to say. I didn't tell anyone anything about it. What would they think? What they'd say to me. It was my little secret. Then, when I had listened and I realised this was something that really fueled a fire in my heart, I still didn't tell anyone. They'd probably just say, oh, that's just a bright, shiny thing to chase after. What have you got to offer anyone? Then, I signed up for the training in the UK. How could I do that? What was I thinking? I'm telling you what I was thinking. I thought, this is my time. And if I don't do it now, when? I'll figure out the logistics somehow. It still took me ages to draw out the courage to speak to Ron about it. And you know what he said? He just goes, oh, is it something you really want to do? I'm like, yeah. His next question was, well, do we have the money for you to do it? And I said, yes. And he said, then just do it. Oh my God. I'd been stewing for weeks, no, months, playing out every single way the conversation could go. But not once was it this way. It was almost an anticlimax. And then I told my sister, and she asked all the big sister keep me safe questions, and also told me to go for it. When I told my kids, they too said I should just go for it. How funny that these people who are so important to me all gave me their blessings. And yet I'd fabricated an elaborate story that they wouldn't get it. They'd think I was an idiot. They'd ask me, who did I think I was to be a life coach? So I took that leap of faith. I worked really hard to learn as much as I could about the content, the techniques and the methods, and I integrated all of that into my own life at the same time. I went to the UK and attended the week-long intensive training. It was so out of my comfort zone. I'm an introvert. The very thought of networking scares the bejesus out of me. I get exhausted and surrounded by so many people for such a long time. I didn't know a single soul over there. But I did it anyway, because the fire in my heart was bigger than the fear in my head. Wow, what an amazing week that was. I met people who I now consider to be my closest friends, and they all live hundreds and thousands of kilometres away from me. I continue to work really hard to be the best coach I could be for my practice clients. They've all told me how incredible their results were, the difference they felt coming into my 12-week True North program compared to how they felt at the conclusion was huge. Oh my God, I was doing it, and it felt awesome to be making such a difference in other people's lives. It's better and way more addictive than a sugar hit. I've continued to work hard towards my heart's vision, and there's been lots of behind the scenes IT stuff and loads more learning and training and mentoring and coaching. Oh, how lucky that I'm a lifelong learner. But I still have moments of doubt and insecurity thinking, what am I doing? But just recently, I offered an invitation to my Facebook friends to join my 2020 Vision Challenge Accepted. And I thought, yeah, I might get a couple of girls at best. You know, just take a little peek and see what the hell I've been banging on about. I have to say, I'm totally humbled by the response and sincerity. The women who have joined me are really keen to be coached. Now, I know that sounds weird as I say this. Of course, that is why they've joined. But that hasn't stopped that little part of me that's still transitioning to call out to me and go, hey, who do you think you are? So, my answer to that little part is, I know I'm not Oprah, Brené or Marie, you know, the gifted, lucky ones. And these women who joined me aren't expecting that. They have joined me because they see something in me that resonates with them. I'm a real, everyday woman, not a celebrity, not a gifted, lucky one. Many of them have seen me stumble, pick myself up again and keep going. Oh my God, some of them have been with me when I was down, and others have unknowingly lifted me when I had doubts. So again, to quote Jasmine Star, call me crazy, but this is something we can all do. We can keep getting back up. We must choose to do it. When you're knocked down, get back up. When their words trip you with doubt, get back up. When you've fallen from fear, get back up. Success doesn't go to the special. It goes to those who refuse to stay down, friend. Now, when that little voice inside your head is shouting, when you just want to hide under your doona or take solace in too much chocolate, when you think, who the hell am I to think I could? Get back up again and do it anyway. If you need support, ask for it. If you need help, get it. If it fires your heart, share it. Remember, the scenarios you play out in your head, more often than not, are completely different to what actually happens in reality when you're following your heart's desire. So, if your now is not the picture you've painted for yourself, and you'd like any help on this discovery path, or maybe something completely different that you intuitively know or feel isn't letting your true colours shine, then please do get in touch with me. You can do it really easily. Just leave me a comment, send me a private message, drop me an email, and we can set up an obligation-free curiosity call and see if we're a good fit for each other. Much love. Till next time.